Damien Dollar want more. Damien Diamond solving more. Vision clear, we rack 'em up, make 'em real intangibles.
We would just want to shout out one of our sponsors for our podcast. We've partnered with Pinas Forward. If you guys don't know Pinas Forward, basically it's a non-partisan, non-profit organization committed to enhancing democracy and promoting progressive societal advancements through digital-driven data and innovations in the Philippines. And this advocacy group strives to foster a technologically proficient, socially conscious, and morally guided Philippines through innovation grassroots strategies. And their commitment is involves creating initiatives such as eBoto, and which is a web-based digital democracy research ecosystem. And for further details, make sure to follow their programs and activities in all of their social media channels. They can be found in Instagram, Twitter, and as well as Facebook. So follow them, guys.
Okay, guys, hello. Welcome to the Intangibles podcast. As you can see, we have a very special guest with us today. First time, first time. I'm Matt.
I'm Pio.
Sams.
And I'm Lige.
Welcome to the Intangibles podcast. PBA champion, PBA All Star, Rookie of the Year, UAAP champion, UAAP MVP, and UAAP Finals MVP.
Ateneo legend.
Ateneo
Ano na yung
legend.
legend?
Alam niyo, pag naririnig ko yan, minsan iniisip ko, parang nagawa ko ba talaga yung mga yun, no? Daw makapaniwala pa rin hanggang ngayon.
Humble lang.
Humble lang. And so, ayun.
Sa totoo lang, talagang till now, parang pag naririnig ko yung mga ganyang awards, kasi hindi ako sanay, syempre ngayon, I'm living outside. So pag narinig ko yan, parang iba na sa akin.
Well, appreciate pa rin namin yung mga nagawa mo para sa
Thank you.
So ayun, we have Raba Al-Husseini. Yes.
Yes.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you din, Kuya, for
Thank you
joining
for being here.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure.
Our pleasure. Siguro to start it off lang, no? Actually, may gusto sana kaming tanong sa'yo, Kuya. Just a random question before yung talagang mga legit question namin for you.
All right.
For you, who is your top 5 UAAP players of all time?
Ooh.
Wow.
Kung gusto mong isama sarili mo, Kuya.
Pwede.
Pwede.
Right away.
Yes.
Ano to?
Right
Like recent till past? Ganun ba?
All time.
Yeah, all
All
time.
time.
po.
All time talaga.
All time. Wow. Hirap naman nun. Siguro, siguro yung all-time top 5. Yung 08 na Blue Eagle starting lineup.
Yun.
Wala na ako maisip ang iba.
Yo,
Yun.
off the bat.
Tama. Speaking of din naman yung mga 08 na team niya, Kuya. Pag-usapan natin later yan. Pero before that, kamusta muna, Kuya? How's life
Okay
there?
naman. Living. Still surviving life, you know?
Yeah.
Okay naman. Dito ako sa Kuwait ngayon. So, doing 2 jobs actually. May morning job ako at the airport as quality control officer. And then at night, I still try to play basketball. Pero hindi na siya sobrang serious kung katulad dati. Yun. Normal na lang. Normal life. Normal human being.
That's great, Kuya. Pero, yun, sabi mo nga, you're in Kuwait right now. So, maybe talk a little about your upbringing and what made you decide to pursue basketball, especially here and play in the Philippines.
Okay. So, let's start when I was young. Kasi during my childhood years, hindi naman kami, paano sabihin ito? Hindi kami, saktong family lang kami. Wala kami masyadong, hirap kami sa finances namin actually nung bata ako. So I lived only like in a 30 square meter house. Imagine that. So poverty area. Yun, tapos nag-start nun ng basketball yung brother ko si Carlo. You know, siya yung naging inspiration ko rin para pumasok sa basketball. Kasi nung bata kami, yung mom ko, kasi nung bata ako, wala na akong dad right away. He passed away nung 7 ako. So nung bata kami, hirap talaga kami as a family. So yung mom ko struggle magpaaral ng tatlong bata. So I have my brother, me, and then I have a little sister, Fatima. So yun, nung bata kami, early high school days nung brother ko, he's trying out for different schools like Paco Catholic School, ganyan. Tas he eventually ended up with San Sebastian. And then doon, na-realize ko na pwede pala makapag-aral ng libre using basketball. So, yun, yung mom ko, pina-tryout ako nung 12 years old ako, 13 sa PCU High School. PCU Manila, kung saan si Jason Castro, Bo Belga nang galing.
Yeah.
So, yun, I played for their juniors team. Yun, doon na nagsimula lahat. Nakapag-aral ako ng free all throughout my high school. And then, eventually, nung collegiate stage na, Ateneo lang nag-recruit sa akin, wala nang iba. Kung maniniwala kayo, wala nang ibang school na nag-try mag-recruit. Ateneo lang. And then, nung kinuha ko na Ateneo, eventually, it went up na from there. Basta, kung pag-uusapan natin yung beginnings talaga, sobrang hirap. Alam nyo yun, poverty kung sa poverty. Ngayon, players ngayon, ang dami ng pinagkakita ang incomes bago pa lang pumasok sa school. Meron ng offers, you know. Dati, ibang-iba.
Look at you now, kuya. Diba? Look at you now.
Yeah,
Sakto
congratulations.
lang.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I just wanna ask, Ateneo ba talaga
Mhm.
yung Ateneo talaga yung goal mo sa college? Like kung papipilian ka sa school, let's say, kung may isang school na gusto mong i-recruit ka, anong school yun, kuya?
Magulat kayo. Actually, Lasal talaga.
Oh!
Wow!
Yo!
Wow!
Wow.
I swear, yun talaga yung ine-expect ko na school na magre-recruit sa akin out of high school. Kasi doon nang galing yung brother ko eh.
Kuya.
Yeah.
So, third year high school pa lang ako, going fourth year. Mindset na ako, alam ko, Lasal ako pupunta.
Mm-mm.
Pero, I don't know what happened. Ate na yun, nandyan. Bigla, ni-recruit nila ako. May games pa ako nun sa high school. They've been watching me, si Sir Paulo Trillo.
Mm.
And then parang, I don't know what happened exactly, pero parang nagkaroon ng misunderstanding yung brother ko, si Carlo, pati yung Lasal. So, even him, what happened? Sorry.
You good?
You're good.
Sorry. So, even yun, nagkaroon ng problema. Parang sinabi na lang din ng kuya ko, don't go to Lasal, just stick to Ateneo. Tapos yun na.
Everything
All the
happens
way.
for a reason naman.
Good
Buti na lang you
decision.
stayed
Good
all the way, Kuya Raba.
Hindi ko talaga ina-expect Ateneo. To be completely honest with you guys. Talaga ako from third year to fourth year mindset, Taft. Pero wala. Buti na lang napunta ako sa Ateneo. Yun
Buti
lang
na lang.
sabi ko.
Yun!
Buti na lang talaga. Buti na lang. Feeling
Oo.
ko kung doon din ako napunta nung time na yun with their system, hindi rin ako siguro ma-utilize. Saktong-sakto lang din yung timing. Siguro yung Diyos may plan sa akin nung time na yun na sige dito ka sa Ateneo. Norman Black handle sa'yo. Doon nag-iba lahat.
Yung time na yun, kuya, sa Lasal, yun yung Franz Pumarin pa rin nun, right? Yung coach? Si Coach Franz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine the team. Imagine that team. God, buti na lang talaga.
Buti na lang.
Thank you.
So we already talked about playing basketball in high school, a little bit into college. But what are some of the things that you learned that you carry until now, playing here and syempre playing for Ateneo? Or kahit talk about muna how your college career started out in Ateneo. Kasi yun nga, you chose Ateneo eventually, di ba? So yeah.
So sige, simulan natin yung sa Ateneo. So when I got there, obviously coming from PCU, then yung family namin mahirap lang talaga. Culture shock ako when I got in there. Parang lahat ng tao English speaking. Lahat mayaman. So, adjustment stage. Talaga nag-adjust din ako. Tsaka nung first year ko, wala rin ako masyadong playing time eh. Naalala ko yun yung time na nandun si LA pa naging teammate ko. LA, Magnum, Baji Del Rosario. Tapos sila
Mm.
Dog Kramer pa yun. Ang lakas ng team namin na yun. So, first year ko, wala masyadong playing time. And then, second year ko, naging starter naman ako kagad. Teammates ko nun, sila JC, Maki, and Doug, Chris Chu,
Mm.
me. Yun yung natalo kami sa UST ng finals. Ah, grabe ah. Memories ko ngayon ko lang naalala kasi wala nagtatanong sa akin ito eh. And then yung third year ko naman, nag-dip yung game ko. Tapos si Ford yung nag-replace sa spot ko. And then tatawag doon nung time na yun natalo kami ng Lasal sa Final Four. We beat them 4 times pero tinalo nila kami 2 times. I don't know what happened pero talo kami sa kanila. And then nung fourth year ko na doon na si Coach Norman siguro napipiko na sa akin, sinasabi niya sa akin na if you're not gonna level up your game, wala ka nang pupuntahan, ikaw na yung ini-expect ng team na ikaw na yung next in line. So pag magulo pa rin isip mo, wala na. So no fourth year ko doon talaga din ako nagsimula na every after practice I'd go with Coach Norman, we'd do another 30 minutes of post drills, post moves, ganyan. Tsaka nung college days ko never ako naging vocal eh. Parang laging sa laro lang or pag nakikita niyo ako siguro sa game, lagi lang ako naiinis doon sa game talaga. Pero wala pag practice di rin ako nagsasalita masyado. Anyway, yun nga. So with Coach Norman's help, na everyday kami simula nung summer nung third year ko going to my fourth year. Talagang everyday, every after practice for sure talagang shooting sessions, weightlifting bago mag-practice. And then, yun na, when my fourth year came, di ko rin na-expect eh. Parang ako sa isip ko lang na I really didn't know yung hard work magpe-pay off.
Mm.
Wala pa sa isip ko yun nun eh. Parang hindi pa siya tried and tested sa akin. And then from that season, from the first game till the last, I don't know, yun nga, parang
Iba.
dun ko na naisip na kailangan nga talaga mag-shooting ka or do the necessary extra things para umangat talaga yung game mo. And then from then on, I never looked back. Yun na, talagang paangat na ng paangat din. College. College ko, I could say, okay. Professional, different story.
Are we gonna talk about that later, Matt?
Should we? Okay. Should we?
Okay lang ba, kuya?
Okay lang.
Pag-usapan natin.
Okay lang, I don't mind.
Basically, sobrang memories, no? In your as a player in your playing days during sa Ateneo. Siguro next question is, well, you said yung going back to sinabi mo all-time UAAP top 5. You said yung starting lineup nung I'm not sure 2008 ba yun or 2009. 2008. And nga, in line with that, can you tell us naman who your favorite teammate or teammates are and favorite moments with them? In those bunch yung sa sinabi mo nga. Doesn't have to be sa top 5 all time na yung starting 5 lineup. It could be anyone else.
Siguro being favorite teammate talaga si Nonoy. Nonoy Baclao. Yung relationship namin medyo weird eh. Parang sa labas, parang hi hello lang kami. Ganyan. Pag nasa dorms kami, oh Noy, kamusta? Parang wala nangyayari around us. Pero pag sa practice and basketball, pag games na, ibang-iba yung communication namin dalawa. Parang alam niya kung nasan ako, alam ko rin kung nasan siya. Noong time na yun, parang sobrang cohesive namin dalawa. So, siya yung feeling ko na talaga naging best teammate ko kasi nung time namin, ako sa offense, siya sa defense eh.
Perfect match.
So, lahat ng lapses ko sa defense, siya yung humihelp sa akin. You know? And talking about favorite moment, yung block niya kay Rico nung game 1. exclamation yun na talagang we're gonna win this championship whether you like it or not, you know? Sa amin talaga yun. We were really hungry nung 08 season na yun. From starters to bench. Yun yung feeling ko rin na lineup. No offense, syempre doon sa nag 16-0, sobrang lakas ng lineup na yun.
Yup.
Like, undoubtedly, like, best Ateneo lineup, 16-0 sweep, everything. Pero nung time ko rin yung 08 na yun, from first guy to the 15th guy, pwedeng starter yun sa ibang team eh. Sobrang lakas talaga din namin. Yun.
Yes, basically, Nonoy Baclao was your favorite teammate
Oh,
Baka
then
pwede
tapos,
as an
natin
Ateneo,
yeah.
Kuya Nonoy.
as a AP player. Now, speaking of Nonoy Baclao, siguro, I mean, I'm not really sure if you would say na favorite teammate mo pa rin siya during your PBA days. Kasi as far as I could remember, naging first pick siya over you, diba? And so basically, yeah. Pero then wala naman, we're not gonna Pero
Okay
moving
lang.
on sa PBA careers mo, sino naman yung naging
Let's go
favorite
then.
teammate mo doon?
Favorite teammate. PBA. Hirap. Yung nare-recall ko na lang siguro yung latest yung nasa Blackwater ako. Sila Roy Sumang, James Sena, Macbelo. Yun yung mga naging okay talaga nung time na yun. Kasi all throughout my professional career, medyo bothered player din ako in a way. Parang, let's say, ano bang known sa akin nung time na yun? Always known na parang naiinis sa court, ganyan. But then nobody really knows the true story of how I am outside.
Right.
That's the thing. So, naging problema ko talaga din yan malaki lalo na nung drafting. As you could see, nung drafting, yung si Nonoy yung take number 1. Tapos ako nag-number 2. Yung time na yun, hindi ko talaga napigilan sarili ko that I said on national TV that it was an
You
insult.
think na you should have gotten first over
Yeah, to this date, I really feel
To this
na
day.
ako talaga yun.
This
this
day.
day?
Yeah,
Talagang
may
favorite
reason
teammate
naman may
talaga.
reason. May
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, of
And
course.
since it's been a while, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna spill everything. And if
Yeah.
they
Sure.
makita nila tong podcast, it's up to them if they're gonna correct me or not. You know?
Okay.
So, nung time na yon, yung governor ng Air 21 was Johan Ramos. And as of what I know, as of Coach Yeng, sabi niya si Johan daw, estudyante ni Father Nemi. Father Nemi ke. And then nung time na yon, ni-request ni Father Nemi kay Johan na si Nonoy ang gawing number 1 pick instead of me.
Wow.
Kasi daw parang hindi ako deserving maging number 1 pick kasi daw ang yabang ko, wala daw ako. Basta everything negative. And who told me this? Coach Yeng. In front of my mom, my brother, my sister, na nag-dinner kami after nung drafting. Kasi after nung draft talaga, like, hindi nyo mapipinta yung itsura ko. So I was pissed. Like, I was really pissed, you know? Like, what the hell? And then after knowing nga na sinabi niya yun ni Coach Yeng sa family namin na hindi, ito, ni-request ni Father Nemi kay Johan na gawing first pick si Nonoy kasi nga hindi ko daw deserve. Anyway, yun yung story nun. But then feeling ko rin, what haunted my career was that what I said on national TV na I got insulted. So from then on, parang hindi na napansin yung talent ko rin as a basketball player. Parang napansin na lang yung antics ko if I'm gonna get pissed or not. So all throughout my PBA career, parang ramdam ko din na shit, like if one mistake, wala na lahat ng 100 dids na ginawa akong tama. Burado lahat yun kasi may nagawa akong mali. So yun yung naging parang play ko sa PBA na hindi ko rin kinaya mentally. So I decided na di ko na lang pursue din after long time kasi parang sa akin sa sarili ko as a player, I really did try my best, you know. Shooting, everything, did the extra things, weightlifting, even enrolled myself before saan ba to sa 360 kay Coach Chappie. I was with Jimmy and Newsome before. Talaga nagpa-condition ako. Pero parang, wala, hindi rin nakikita. Hindi rin nakikita na na alam niyo yun, na may ginagawa yung player na nagpapakondisyon or even trying. So, feeling ko rin, syempre may pride din ako sa sarili ko. Kung wala lang din pake sa akin, wag na lang.
Tama.
Ba't ko
Tama
pipilit
yan.
yung sarili ko?
Tama.
Di
Diba?
baling hindi na
Tama.
first
Hindi ko
overall
naman,
pick. Guys,
hindi rin yun eh. Parang, ikaw ba? Kasi, for sure ako, ang alam ko lang na gawin sa buhay ko noon, basketball. I never really knew what to do aside from basketball. Yun yung nagpapakain sa pamilya ko dati. So, pag nawala yun, ano iisipin ko? But then, iniisip ko na lang, ba't ako matatakot na mawala sa akin to? It's not causing me any good mentally for myself. I felt like every time I would make a mistake, it's just gonna come back to me all the time. So sasabihin, topak yan si Raba, ganyan, wala.
Oo.
Even though you had a clean slate for, let's say, a whole year, half a year, one silly mistake, wala. Hindi. Topak yan. So all throughout my career, I was a marked man na may attitude problem.
Mm.
Yun yung tinry kong i-overcome no buong career ko na hindi ko talaga ma-overcome. Bakit ako iniisip nito na ganito? Hindi naman ako ganyan. They don't even know me outside. Yun lagi tumatakbo sa isip ko hanggang sa umayaw na lang ako. Hindi, ayoko na. Yun yung nangyari talaga.
Kuya,
Sama pakinggan pero that's reality.
Right.
Kuya, 'di ba, okay, na-mention mo na parang yung sinabi mo sa live television na insult, feeling mo dun nagsimula yung like everything that happened in the PBA? What?
Feeling ko, talaga. Siyempre, iisipin din ng iba, sorry. Ang pride
No,
naman itong
ikaw lang.
taong to, di ba?
okay lang, Kuya
It's okay.
Ram. We do that all
Ang
the
pride
time.
naman itong taong to. Yun yung iisipin nila, sino ka ba? Ganyan, ganyan. Siyempre, bata rin ako nun. I was 21 years old. Utak ko nun. Ma-pride din ako nung time na yun. Pero I could back up what I
Right.
said before.
For sure.
Di naman ako bobong basketball player. I wouldn't have gotten those awards if I wasn't who
Right.
I was.
Yeah.
So, yun. So, nung time na yun, wala. Every little mistake, every little thing that I would say, it haunted me. So, wala. So, feeling ko, isa yun talaga sa mga sumira ng career ko, yung sinabi ko on national TV.
Kasi 'di ba kuya, parang if titignan mo like the main difference, parang kunwari sabihin natin sa NBA, pag ganun yung attitude mo, 'di ba parang kumbaga confidence yung
Deep
titignan,
praise. Yeah.
talagang confidence na.
Sa Pilipinas, hindi ganun eh. Lalo na nung time ko. Hindi talaga ganun. Magpakita ka ng onting angas sa iba, parang pipigilan ka. Uy, di ka dapat ganyan. Di ka dapat ganito. Bawal maglabas ng emotions nun. I remember, so I follow a lot of basketball pages on Insta. Apparently, si Hoop Junkie, kilala nyo ba yun? May pinost siya na about this UST player na after a loss, talagang he showed emotion na,
Caballero.
talo, ganyan.
I saw that as
And then I
well.
commented, sabi niya kasi parang, I love the energy, yung players na nagpapakita ng passion after defeat, talagang, alam nyo, yun yung warrior, yun yung sa laro, naiinis siya kasi natalo. And then I commented, sabi ko na, if this happened back in our time, wala na, disciplinary action ka na or baka hindi ka makakita ng court for the next 3-4 games. Kasi isipin ng tao sa'yo, may problema ka, may topa ka, ganyan-ganyan. So, yun, feeling ko dati Philippine basketball, dapat ma-impress mo yung management. Dapat nice guy ka, presentable ka, hindi ka maglalabas ng emotions para magustuhan ka nila. Hindi basketball yung tinitignan eh. Yung overall attitude ng player. So, minsan sa akin, tulad ng sinabi nyo sa NBA, pare, ang dami-daming lokaret sa NBA din na topak on topak, pero okay, pag naglaro, go hard talaga. Yun, sa Pilipinas. Ewan ko ngayon kung medyo nagkakaroon na ng leeway para dyan. Pero, kung meron naging leeway, at least nag-i-improve yung industry, nag-i-improve lahat, diba? Yun na lang yung maganda dun.
Ayun kuya, I mean, dito sa Pilipinas, let's just say it how it is. Malakas talaga yung pull ng politics. So, ayun.
Pag hindi ka nila gusto, hindi ka talaga nila gusto.
Oh,
Wala. kahit ano pang gawin mo, kahit gaano ka pa kagaling, ang dami-daming sobrang galing na players from my time na hindi nakakita ng court dahil sasabihin, oh, baka may problema yan, ganito, ganyan. So, yun yung sad part nung time ko. Feeling ko para sa akin, para kasing feeling ko di na bigyan ng chance yung game. Parang tinitignan lang yung kung magwawala ka o magkakamali ka. Pag nagkamali ka, oh ayan, tinan mo, yan yung sinabi sa'yo ng ibang tao, so ganyan ka. So mentally as a player, how would you handle that then, di ba? Kahit ano pang try mong improve, pero repetitive lang yung naririnig mo. Hirap din as a player.
So, ayun, habang nandun na tayo, kuya, parang marami ka nasabi na marami kang misconceptions about you. So, maybe now's the time to, if you want to clear up kung saan ba nanggagaling
Wala, ako sa akin, wala naman. Nangyari na yun eh. Kung yun yung pinagdaanan ko, I'm thankful na yun pa rin yung pinagdaanan ko. Hindi naman ako
Yeah.
nagre-regret sa kung ano nangyari sa akin. At least it made me a better person. Tsaka it made me see kung ano talaga kung ano nangyayari sa labas. You know, sa akin na lang yun. Lahat naman tayo may sets of rights and wrongs. So, para sa akin, in the end, I just thought na I'm not gonna survive this, you know. Lipat na lang or alis na lang.
Sige, kuya. In line ulit dun sa kwento naman, yung back to basketball and how you were in Ateneo. So, siguro yung next question namin is, how do you think, you already mentioned that whole 2008 team, hungry kayong lahat. So, how were you guys able to, well, nung time mo, nag-back-to-back ka champion, but how do you think that also helped in winning the 5-peat? Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin na uulit ulit yung 5-peat na 5 straight. I think the latest Ateneo na 3-peat. So, how do you think you guys were able to do that?
Well, nung time na yun, yung recruitment, intense din. Actually, after nung back-to-back, yung third championship nila, nobody saw that coming. Kasi sino ba mga players? Sila Nico, nung leftover sila Nico, Tonino, Ryan, Justin, Kirk, Eman.
Eman.
Yeah, and ang dati iniisip ata nung after nung back-to-back, ang iniisip nila talaga mag-champion din was FEU. But then lo and behold, they stunned FEU and then got the third championship. And then after na nung third, obviously, Kiefer, Greg, wala na. Wala na. Wala. Lakas ng team na yun. Grabe yun. Kiefer, rookie niya palang, isipin nyo, rookie year niya. Siya yung
Galing na.
go-to player.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang dami-dami pwede maging go-to. Tapos si Kiefer. Meron ka Nico Salva, Greg Slaughter.
Buena fe.
Grabe yun. Buena fe. Diba?
Wala pa ata si
So feeling ko
Buena
yung
for that
recruitment din
time
nung time na yun, kaya nila nagawa yung 5-beat eh.
Mm.
Yung recruitment nung time na yun, maganda.
Okay. So,
Pero
sorry. Go
yung
lang,
team
kuya.
din ni Coach Tab, grabe din yun. Yung team ni Coach Tab, ibang klase.
Mm.
Yun masabi ko ibang klase. Kasi pag sabihin natin yung nag-sweep na Ateneo versus 08, nako, ibang system yun. Sobrang iba, sobrang modernized. Di ko alam sino mananalo.
Ayun.
Pero
Actually, kuya,
sarap isipin, sarap isipin.
Nabasa
yun
niya.
yung next
Sakto,
question
actually,
dapat namin.
Nabasa niya off the script.
With yun nga, how do you think your 08 team would match up against yun nga, yung 16-0 na Ateneo and the Ateneo that won this year?
Kasi 3-game series championship.
3-game series for the championship. How do you think you guys would roll out? 16-0 muna para one team at a time.
Ang hirap. So, sobra akong fan ng game ni Ange Kwame.
Yes.
Mm.
So, isipin nyo, hindi siya yung first offensive guy or second, third. Pero, pag iniisip ko yung game niya, parang combination namin ni Nonoy eh. So, feeling ko, kung wala si Ange, sa 16 O lineup na yun. Ha? Kami talaga, sure ako doon. Pero kung nandun si Ange, hirap. Feel, hirap. Hirap sabihin. Feeling ko, hirap nun ah. Pwedeng sila. Kung best of 7, feeling ko 7 games toss up. Hirap nun. Grabe
Masyado
kung isipin
humble,
kasi yung
kuya.
offense
Papa,
nila sobrang dynamic eh. Hindi lang sa isang tao pumupunta eh. Nung
Yeah.
time namin, medyo madaling basahin yung offense kasi post or kundi post, motion lang. Wala pa masyadong pick and rolls nun. Eh ngayon lahat, pag may big man ka, expose ka sa labas, pick and roll, pag mabagal ka dumepensa, deads.
kaso
So,
kuya, papayag ka ba magpatalo?
Oo
Siyempre.
nga, parang
Oo.
iba ka rin nung
Okay
college,
lang.
kuya.
Iba ka rin naman ng college eh.
Siguro,
Baka nakakalimutan mo,
Siguro-
nag-31 points ka nung finals.
Against Lasal.
siguro the better question na lang is
Kalimutan ko nga yun.
yung 16-0 na team without Ange versus yung team nila without Kuya Raba. Siguro, that's a better question. Who do you think will win that team? Ange-less 16-0 team and the Raba-less 08 team.
08. Diyos ko, sige, sabihin natin may 30. Eh, nandun yung Chris Chu din eh. May
Yun.
Eric Salamat
Yun.
kami. Eric Salamat, Chris Chu, Kirk Long.
Eh kuya, speaking of Christian, pasensya na yung
Jai
sinabi ni
Reyes.
pasensya
Naku
sa
po,
sinabi ni
si
Pio.
Shotgun Jai.
Mm.
Yun pa ang hirap nun.
Pio, may sabihin ka na kay Kuya Rama, no?
Sorry dun sa yung nag-all-time yung AP draft. Tapos nakwento ko nung grade school ako na natakot ako sa'yo. Sorry.
Ano naman ng tao yung sinasabi sa akin eh. Okay lang,
Sorry.
sanay na ako dun.
Ano yun? Pero yun kaya, 16-0. But what about now? Yung nag-champion this year, 08 or them? Or you guys or them?
Kami, kahit nandun si Ange kami,
Mhm.
mas kompleto yung team namin nun ng shooters. Mas lethal yung shooters na mas consistent. Yung 16-0 yung mahirap sagutin. Kasi si 30 eh.
Ito, kuya,
Hirap
paano mo
nun eh.
babantayan si Ange? Kung ikaw babantay kay Ange, paano mo babantayan si Ange?
Wala, doble. Never naman akong, nung college ko, never akong bumantay ng one-on-one. Lagi ako may help side. Kasi nga nung college ko rin, medyo weakness ko depensa. Kasi Nonoy, siya yung laging nagba-backup talaga sa akin na pag may sige, let's put it this way. Jervy Cruz, pag match-up kami, never ko siyang kinuha ng single. Never. Laging nandun si Nonoy, abang baseline. So, papahirapan lang namin siya. Never kami na, sige, one-on-one-in mo siya. Doon kami sa mas safe, lagi, na depensa.
Hindi
So,
mo po,
laging may double, laging may baseline double. Tapos pag kick out, balik lang kami sa tao namin.
kuya, sa tingin mo, kaya na
Pahirapan.
ni Nonoy si Ange? One-on-one defense.
Ange. Ang laki ni Ange. Anong height ni Ange? 6'11 yun.
7.
Bagay.
6'7 lang ako. 6'5 lang si Nonoy.
Heart over height.
Pwede rin.
Napaisip.
Ang laki nun, pare. Sobrang laki nun, mobile. Ang bilis sumakbo. Pwede siyang off the dribble pull up. May drive. 3 points. Nung college ako, hindi nga ako tumira ng 3 points. Kailan lang ako tumira ng 3 points nung last year ko sa Blackwater. So, mahirap. Mahirap yun, ha?
I think generational thing rin yan Kuya Rabe. Yung
There you go.
Pagde-
Yan.
pagde-develop ng
For
3
sure,
points.
for sure. Nag-iba na talaga. Nag-iba na yung game ngayon. More on point guard oriented, pick and roll. Tapos kick out threes. Dati nung time ko, post, kick out shooters.
I mean, nakakapag 31 points ka nun, Kuya Raba, without 3-pointers.
What more if meron
nakuha
ka?
mo yun, di ba?
True.
Di ko na na-fantasy yun. Di ko na na-fantasize yung ganun. Wala na. Tapos na ako dun. Nangyari na. Okay na yun. Masaya na akong nagawa ko yun. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang ha, nung sinasabi niyo nga kanina yung mga awards na nagawa ko, pag iniisip ko ngayon, hindi ko talaga, hindi ako makapaniwala pa rin na, nga, no, nagawa ko talaga yun. Iba. It hits different.
Matt?
Or pala.
Ay.
Okay, next question would be, siguro, personal question na lang din. Kasi, kuya, if di ka aware, yung iba well, ako si Sams and si Lige. We were former athletes basketball players ng Ateneo. And hindi na kami nakaabot sa gusto naming pupuntahan. Obviously. And coming from you, na naabot mo na rin yung pro level, what was it like hearing your name in the PBA draft? I know it's not the position you wanted it to be, pero the fact na parang natawag ka sa PBA draft, how did it feel like?
Of course, I was really happy because yun yung chance na I would just play basketball for money, doing the thing you love the most, tapos binabayaran ka. Parang no more greater feeling than that.
True.
So sobrang saya ko rin, syempre, nung napunta ako sa pros. Okay rin yung naging salary ko during my pros. So whatever it is, kahit hindi ko nagustuhan yung outcome, sobrang happy ako na nangyari sa akin yun. You know, that experience, those 9 years na nag-pro ako, sobrang cherish ko. Kasi taught me how to be me right now. I wouldn't be me right now if it wasn't for those 9 years.
Oh, ito kuya, medyo controversial question to. Who is the better coach? Coach Norman or Coach Tab, and why?
Siyempre, I'll go with Coach Norman. Siya yung naging coach ko na wala akong masasabi kay Coach Norman kasi siya yung taong he saw through me. Kahit lahat na ng coaching staff sa Ateneo dati all against me, siya lang talaga yung nakakita through me na to the point sinasabi niya sa akin during practices na don't listen to this coach. He's not your head coach. I'm your head coach and I'm gonna allow you to do what you need to do. Alam mo yun, hearing that from him, sobrang motivational, and then he really stuck it up with me na kahit magulo ako nung bata ako, talagang hindi niya ako pinabayaan. Talagang tinutukan niya ako till the end, hanggang sa nag-champion kami, nag-back-to-back kami. So, hindi ko hindi hindi mawawala sa akin yung feeling ko para kay Coach Norman. And to compare both, wala rin akong experience kay Coach Tab eh. Watching him, grabe yung tactics niya. Ibang-iba compared kay Coach Norman nung time namin sa college. But who knows, for me right now, Coach Norman talaga. He touched my life. Siya yung pinaganda niya yung buhay ko in a sense, Kundi dahil sa kanya, hindi rin ako makakapag-pro. Hindi rin ako matatawag sa podium. Kundi dahil sa kanya. So, I owe it all to him.
Kuya, how do you think you will fare in a Tab Baldwin system?
I don't know.
Hindi
I really don't know. I have no idea. Maybe okay, maybe hindi. Hindi ko na naisip yan.
Lige, may follow-up ka?
Well, speaking of coaches, baka medyo
Cut na lang to kapag
Okay lang.
okay.
Ox lang naman.
Hindi nyo
I
pa
mean-
natatanong kung nakagraduate ba talaga ako din o hindi.
Ayun na lang po muna.
Ayoko
Kuya
na lang,
Rab.
ayoko na
Sige.
lang actually yung tanungin kanina, pero
Sige, yun na lang po.
Bakit na?
Actually, yun po yung naiisip ko, Kuya Rabe.
Hmm.
If si Coach
Hater
Norman
talaga.
nga po,
Kuya, hater talaga to eh.
if he guided you in helping you in graduating pa talaga, yun naman yung ko, itatanong ko.
So, nung time ko sa college, actually 5.5 years ako dun eh. So, tapos na ako sa UAAP. First semester na lang, I was taking 4 subjects na lang ata nung time na yun. I was taking Theo 141. I don't know if it's 141 or 151. Tapos, some comm subjects, communication subjects. Tas, I don't know, like 4 subjects left. And then, I received a call from Paulo Trillo telling me na, Rabs, you have to evacuate the dorm. I was like, why? Bakit? Why would I be evacuated dorm? What did I do wrong, Eh, nung time na yun, hindi rin ako dun nakatira. I was living with my ex-girlfriend around Diliman. So, sinabi nila na, kasi you've been making disturbance daw si Paul Sharot and Norman Peñola, yung team B nung time na yun, they were having ano daw, like problem studying because they're accusing me na I was like too loud at night, playing music and all that. And I was like, Boss Bao, like I wasn't even there, How did you even get this news na ginugulo ko sila? For 3 months I haven't been in the dorm and you can even check the log there if I was there. And he was just like, the decision is final. If you want to argue this, you can go to Father Nemi to OAA. And I was like, yeah, for sure, because I didn't do anything but nyo ako papaalisin. Like, let me finish my studies. Bago nyo ako paalisin, di ba? Parang, grabe naman. After championships and everything, let me just finish and I would leave.
Hmm.
Pero ayaw talaga, ayaw ni Boss Pao ng time na yun. So I had to go to OAA. I had to speak with Father Nemi. I told him nung time na yun, sabi ko, Father, ba't nyo pinapaalis ng dorms? Sabi niya, masyado kang nakaka-istorbo sa mga athletes, si Norman and si Paul Sharot. Bumabagsak because of you, hindi nakakatulog, hindi nakakapag-review because ang ingay daw ng speakers mo every night. And I was like, what's your proof? I wasn't even there. Parang talagang every time na may mali, hanapin nyo lang sa akin. Like, you can ask my girlfriend right now, like, I've been living with her for the past 3 months. Paano kayo nakaisip na ako yung may problema?
Hmm.
Hindi, umalis ka na. Like, you have to clear out your things. So, nung sinabi niya yun, napikon talaga ako. Sabi ko, alright, I'm gonna leave. So, in the middle of the semester yun, So, after that, I left the office. I went home first. Then the next day, I took all my things. Then bala na. I just stopped. Di na ako pumasok. So, my mom, nung nandun ako sa bahay, nung time na yun, I was just there for 2 weeks and she was asking me like, why are you here? Don't you have classes? And I told her like, I'm not gonna go to school anymore. Like, tapos na, bahala na to. Ayoko na. Bakit? Pwede ka naman pumasok from here going to school. No, ayoko. Hindi lang, napakabigat nung ginawa sa akin. No, na para paalisin ako for such false accusation. Di ko natatapusin yun. And then my mom was silent nung mga time na yun. Parang siya rin, wala rin siyang ginawa. So in my end, parang ako, grabe naman. After what I did for the school, tatapon nyo lang ako na tinanong ko kayo kung meron kayong proof about it. You didn't even speak to me about it. Parang nag-decide lang kayo na sipahin nyo ako. Palabas ng school? Grabe naman kayo. So yun, malis na ako. Yun din yung mga reasons kaya hindi ako nanonood ng Ateneo Games, lahat. Kasi I felt like I was really disrespected. Parang hinusgahan ako bigla dahil may dalawang team B na bumabagsak. Ako pa yung sinisi, parang ako agad yung scapegoat. Parang ang daling yung turo. Oh, si Raba yung maingay, ganyan. Hindi man lang sila nag-investigate. Ang sakit noon, sobra nung time na yun. Parang inisip ko, I gave everything for the school.
Right.
Tapos yun yung reason bakit nyo ako sisipain palabas.
Tama.
Yeah. I left. Never looked back. Yun, I tried. No, after a while, sinabi nila may nag-contact sa akin from Ateneo, sila Tita Mita, De La Rama, Tito Jojo. Sabi nila, oh, why did you leave? Baka pwede mong tapusin. Sabi ko, di na. Pinalis ako dyan na parang wala lang. Ba't ko patatapusin, diba? Sabi nila, oh, they're willing to give you a chance. Ganyan, if you would, pag ma-A ko raw lahat ng next subjects na kukunin ko, bibigyan nila ako ng diploma. And for me, I was like, are you kidding me?
Parang
Parang
impossible.
Hirap naman nun.
parang sinampal nyo ako kaliwat
Grabe.
kanan na parang, oh, eto, bibigyan kita ng chance na makuha mo yung diploma, pero dapat lahat A yung grade mo. Parang, thank you, parang sinabi mo rin na imposible ko talagang makuha yung diploma. Di na, bahala na kayo dyan.
Hirap na
So I left.
makakuha ng C eh, yung pa kaya.
'Di ba? Parang ano 'yun, parang nag-offer pa talaga sila na sige, pasok ka lang, pero dapat ma-A mo lahat para. Talaga? Seryoso ba kayo? Talaga gusto niyo ba talaga tumulong o gusto niyo lang akong gaguhin?
Oh.
So yun yung nangyari talaga sa akin. And to be honest with you guys, like ilan lang ang may alam nitong story na to.
Thank you. Thank you,
Very
kuya.
few people. Very few people. Walang nagtatanong sa akin ito. And since wala nagtatanong, wala rin ako sasabihin. You know. And yun na yun. Yun na yun. Hindi ko na nilaban yung sarili ko ng time na yun na bakit ganito, bakit ganyan. Tinanggap ko na lang.
So yun, before
So
we go to...
yun
Ay,
yung
sige.
reason bakit ako umalis.
Curious
Anyway.
question lang. After that case, did you ever go back sa school?
Ay.
Parang not for academic purposes. Parang wala lang, bumalik
Go
ka lang
back.
sa Ateneo.
Why?
Hindi na.
Like in general.
Sabagay, why nga naman?
No
Why?
na. Siyempre, yung tumatakbo sa isip ko, pinaalis nga ako dun eh. Ba't ako babalik dun? For what? After all I did.
Right.
What's my purpose of going back there?
Okay.
To force myself in, to get all A's just to get a diploma?
Mm.
No way. Di na. I have a life, you know. Kahit ayaw nila sa akin, meron naman akong buhay eh.
Right. And so, kuya, before we
Sa
go
feeling
to...
ko rin, from the beginning talaga, from the very beginning, nothing against Father Nemi,
Mm.
but I felt from the very beginning, since the interview, ayaw nyo talaga sa akin. And knowing pa, nung draft, siya yung nag-request kay Johan na gawin akong second pick. Siya yung nagsabi kay Sir Paulo na paalisin ako sa dorm. I don't know ba't siya asar na asar sa akin. I don't know. Siya
Great,
na lang siguro sasagot nun.
great players have haters eh. Yun talaga.
Di bale nang hindi first overall pick, Kuya Raba. At least nakapag Rookie of the Year ka na.
Yun.
Mm.
Eh, wala yun sa akin. Wala na rin
Grabe
yun.
yun.
Humble lang
Basic,
talaga,
grabe,
Kuya
basic.
Raba.
Hindi. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko na iniisip yun. Para naglaro na lang ako para sa family ko nung time na yun.
That's what
Yun na lang,
matters.
parang it was never
Yeah.
about me.
That's what matters.
No? Yun na yung ginawa ko nun. Anything else?
So before we go to Elijah's question, kuya, sabihin ko lang on behalf of us and maybe for for the rest of the Ateneo community, yung fans, we appreciate you.
Yung fans
And-
talaga, yung fans
Yeah.
talaga.
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
And,
you guys as well.
Me personally, ang laki naging part mo sa childhood ko, and I'm sure I could say the same for
Yeah.
Elijah and Pio. So inspiration ka
Thank
talaga.
you. Salamat
And-
na at least na-touch ko yung buhay nyo, di ba? Na-inspire ko kayo kahit papano.
Appreciated po, Kuya Raba. And, yun po, to close off yung mga questions namin. Siguro last question na rin po is, as a player who has a very rich career, as a basketball player nga, what advice would you give to aspiring hoopers? Pero not just to aspiring hoopers. Just like Matt said nga, yung we're able to achieve our dream. Advice na rin sa mga hoopers who hindi naka-achieve ng dream nila, pero who's still persevering to achieve that.
Siguro, never really die down on your dream, Always keep pursuing your dream. Kahit ano pang nandyan sa paligid nyo. Kasi dati yun yung naging atako sa buhay. Like, I will pursue whatever's best for myself. But at the same time, dapat wala kayo nasasagasaan alongside you guys, So always keep the dream alive. Yun. And always be coachable, para sa mga players na nag-a-aspire na, to take it to the next level. Just always be coachable. Kasi, ewan ko, nung time ko, all I could talk about siguro is back in my time, If you're not coachable, kung meron kang antics na pinapakitang hindi maganda, there's a big possibility na hindi ka aasenso sa career mo. But then if you just remain humble and coachable all throughout, then maybe may chance ka talagang umangat and ma-reach mo yung dreams na gusto mong puntahan. Yun.
Well said, well said.
Thank you, Kuya. Siguro, yun, to exit na lang din. Anyone to like shout out or something or to just to greet.
I don't know, like siguro sa mga makakapanood nito, like hi to you guys, Ateneo community, fans, whoever. I just want to thank you guys as well for having me here, in your show.
Yes.
Sobrang
For
honor
sure.
yun para sa akin. Yun lang siguro, like thank you sa mga naging fans, thank you. Sa mga nanood ng games ko dati who supported me or hated me, thank you. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be who I am right now.
Thank you. Thank you rin, Kuya. On behalf of us, all of us here, thank you sa
Yeah.
accept ng invite namin kasi big deal din sa amin to.
It's our own.
It's our honor.
Welcome,
Or,
guys.
And so, ay, o nga pala, Kuya.
Mm.
I'd like to nominate someone din na guest na pwedeng i-guest namin dito. Baka pwede mong magsabi
Si
dyan.
Nonoy.
No, no.
Sabi ko si Nonoy for you guys. Si Nonoy tsaka si Jai,
Appreciated po,
pwede
Kuya
yun.
Raba.
Sige.
Ayun.
Sige, guys.
Sige.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kuya. Ingat ka.
Raba.
Thank you, Kuya Raba.
Thank you. Thank you everyone who watched. This has been the Intangibles podcast with Raba Lusaini.
Malusaini. Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe out there and God bless.